Most kids haven't spent much time around birds and frogs, except for the ones in video games.
If you're not careful, the world can really box you in. It's easy to forget about all the awesome things outside.
Lucky for us, someone figured out a way to mix plants, fish, and butterflies with math, science, and history.
And once we got into the woods and down the creek, we never want to stay in our box again.
Several years ago, Tony Took, who was the district ranger of the Talladega National Forest, and Johnny Ponder, who was on the school board, had a close personal relationship. Together, both of them thought it was sad that a lot of children growing up in this area had never been to Mount Cheahaw and experienced some of the wonders and joys of the natural world. There was an opportunity for the Munford school system to expand. And together, both of them had this vision and this idea on how they could get children more involved in understanding natural resources and appreciating it.
Our superintendent was really intrigued by a new education concept called theme immersion. So when we started talking about Munford being a themed school, my idea was the National Forest. That would be a great fit. We were there within a mile of the boundaries of the National Forest.
I think the Munford Schools are a great example of taking all of the natural resources in our community and combining those resources with curricular needs, such as the Alabama Course of Study. In Munford, we really make the classroom come alive through our outdoor teaching areas, our ponds. Importantly, our students are developing the lay of the land through integrated projects that really bring the learning to life. We are very accustomed to showing off our learning in the Munford Schools by the thousands of visitors that come to our campuses each day.
What the folks in Munford created is a K-12 education that's unlike anything else in America. The environment here requires hands-on learning. It keeps every student connected from day one.
As you walk into Munford Elementary School, you can immediately see that it's different from other schools because you enter a cave with stalactites and bat sounds. Next, you see large pictures and beautiful murals depicting the Talladega National Forest, plus a huge aquarium. Numerous interactive displays and outdoor classrooms entice students to get hands-on experience with natural resource management, both inside and outside the classroom's four walls.
This is my favorite exhibit because it tells a lot about the longleaf pine and all my favorite things, and I love learning about the longleaf pine. This is a stand of old growth longleaf pine trees, and so is this. And this is a log of longleaf pine headed to the sawmill. This is my favorite bird, a red cockaded woodpecker and its nesting hole. This is a 300-year-old longleaf pine tree cookie that it shows from when Benjamin Franklin was born to when we moved in the new Munford Middle School and Munford High School.
Munford students learn in the woods, in the water, and anywhere else their curiosity takes them. Even regular classes are often taught outdoors, where students are more relaxed and open to learning. Everything at Munford revolves around project-based learning. Students take skills they learn in the classroom and apply them to environmental projects, like this bluebird trail that the students built themselves. Math and statistics help them calculate how far apart to build the houses for these highly territorial creatures.
Project-based learning gives us the opportunity to teach children important content in addition to life skills such as communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity. Other important projects that we have at our school include learning about recycling, how to grow our own plants and food, and also solar energy. These types of projects help students have ownership of their own learning as well as our school and the community.
Through these lessons, our students work together, and teachers bring in sponsors, outside resources to have opportunities for our kids to connect and apply the knowledge that they're learning with the content through real-life application.
Partnerships with agencies like the Forest Service and 4-H provide personnel and resources to help the school expand its vision. And students partner with universities to work on conservation projects that are often peer-reviewed and published.
We're fortunate to have several community partners across the state of Alabama that help our students achieve academic success. Some of those community partners include universities such as Jacksonville State University, Auburn University. We've got the Choccolocco Creek Watershed Alliance, Alpha, the U.S. Forest Service, the Alabama Forestry Commission, just to name a few. And our students get to do so many great projects, some citizen science projects. They learn about different career pathways with these partners.
Munford students are working alongside researchers at Jacksonville State University, conducting surveys of threatened and endangered species in the area. We collect data, we write reports, and we publish this data in scientific journals.
In the past few weeks, Auburn University and Munford High School partnered together to collect data from black bears. The whole purpose of this was to see why exactly they are here in central Alabama, because this is not their normal climate. They chose Munford High School because we were willing to volunteer and because we are right here in the middle of the National Forest.
With the Choccolocco Creek Watershed Alliance, which I help coordinate, our focus is to educate all the public, but especially focus on our students and the youth, people that are growing up in this community that are needing the education. They've not read about these things before, but in school or through some of our programs, we can teach them about how they impact something like water quality.
It's not just the kids who get an education in Munford. Students take their experiences out into the community and share what they've learned with others. Parent involvement is a critical part of their mission.
We have a variety of leadership opportunities here at Munford Middle School. One of these opportunities is called Teach Up. Teach Up is where a lesson is taught in the classroom and the students go home and tell someone at their house what they have learned.
They asked me as the local natural resource expert to come in and talk to second graders about the longleaf pine ecosystem. So I arrived at the school and talked with the students about the longleaf pine ecosystem, the different stages that the tree goes through. I talked about prescribed fire and some of the threatened and endangered species. The students were then asked to take that information home and teach it to their parents. And then their parents were brought into the school and given a test to see how much they learned about what I had told the students a few weeks prior. By teaching it to the parents, they developed a deeper understanding than probably what they would have if just a teacher had told them about the longleaf pine. So that was the concept behind Teach Up.
Strong presentation skills help students share their knowledge. Munford students learn to be confident in any situation. They'll carry these skills into colleges and careers.
The culture that we've actually created here at Munford Schools, with our love for the environment, we want our students to be able to go out into the real world and communicate to them and to show them, how much we love the environment and how much we at Munford Schools actually care about the environment.
At Munford High School, each student has to make a goal for themselves. And at the end of each year, you have to show that you've achieved your goal. And you do that by making a portfolio of yourself over the year, and then you present that portfolio to either the teacher or the administrator that you've been assigned to. My project was to make the playground that's behind me. It's one that I loved making for special needs and the preschool students, to have them be able to enjoy the outdoors.
It's just a different atmosphere at Munford High School. All the students, we grow up together throughout high school, elementary, middle school, high school, and we have a close relationship with our teachers. I've been to other schools, out of state, bigger schools, and here at Munford, it's just a home feeling.
The schools have been recognized with awards and accolades from educators and environmental groups nationwide. And students and teachers come from all around the country to see what makes Munford so special.
The kids that have visited the school this year really have enjoyed it. They wish they had a school like this. Some of them said they might not be able to study if they had a school like this all the time to look at. We're trying to get these kids into the outdoors so that they understand the outdoors, and that when they grow up, they can later on make better decisions about how we take care of our environment and our outdoor recreation areas.
So the Munford School example, we're hoping will inspire others. It's a unique opportunity to partner with the local community and incorporate natural resources and environmental themes into the core curriculum, to take advantage of opportunities when they present themselves to build new schools and incorporate things into the infrastructure that expose children from elementary school all the way through high school with unique opportunities to learn about the environment along with their core curriculum. And we're just hoping that it serves as a good model and as a good example and will inspire others to do something similar throughout the country.
I still have frogs on my phone, but they're actually part of my new project.
I've learned that the world is as big and as awesome as I want to make it.
I'll use my knowledge to build a better life in a more sustainable community. And no matter where the road leads me, I'll never forget the lessons I learned in the woods with the birds and frogs in Munford, Alabama.